From Kalamazoo, direct to you, it's a WKZO.com Quickcast.
We're talking with Al Rosenthal and want to talk about the shooting, the unfortunate shooting in Washington at the Holocaust Museum last week. Has that sent a chill through the Jewish community here in Kalamazoo, or is this, they're used to having terrorist attacks, is this really not a significant event, or is it, from your perspective?
It's hard to call it not. It's certainly something like that is significant in the sense that it occurred at a national, at a very revered national facility. It would not be correct to say it sent a chill through our community since, as you point out, there have been numerous attacks against Jews internationally, and we know of an increase in the number of hate groups. We're aware of the dangers. I can't say it sent a chill, more like a resolve to continue to explain the Holocaust.
Is there any change to security measures at the synagogue here, or because of the history were the security measures necessary already in place?
Well, there's two synagogues in town. One's the Congregation of Moses, and the other is Temple B'nai Israel. Both of them take reasonable, prudent security measures, and have been and will continue to take prudent security measures.
And so there really has been no change in security based on this incident last week?
We take prudent security measures.
Okay. Do you think there is more anti-Semitism now? Is it on the increase, or has it always been there and we're just more cognizant of it now?
Those who monitor these things have measured a 50% increase in the number of hate groups since the year 2000. Hate groups here in the United States. Mm-hmm. There's now on the order of 900 hate groups mm-hmm. in the United States. Times of economic dislocation, like we have, times of social instability, seem to always lead to the eruption of anti-Semitic feeling. Mm-hmm. It seems like it's always sort of like a brush fire. It's always there at some low level and waiting for fuel to become larger. There has certainly been an increase in organized anti-Semitic activity around the nation. Now, we haven't noticed anything here in this community. This area has been, at least as far as we know, and thank God, relatively free of that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Is there a difference between being anti-Semitic and anti-Zionist? Is there a distinction there, and are there these hate groups that make a distinction, or is it all lumped under anti-Semitism?
I'm not sure what distinctions hate groups make. Certainly one can have all kinds of differences with the policies of the State of Israel and not be anti-Semitic. Mm-hmm. Many Jews have significant differences. Mm-hmm. And many Jews would not even call themselves Zionists. But at any rate, there are... that being the case, while it's certainly the case that someone can be anti-Israel without being anti-Semitic, it's easy to take that a little bit too far and to feel that if one is being anti-Israel, one can say anything one wants about Jews. For example, a notion that Jews control the government or control American policy towards Israel. Is really an anti-Semitic notion. Jews are a minority in this country, and like every other minority, we make our opinions known and we express ourselves at the polls and so on. But anti-Semitism comes when people believe that there's an organized cabal, a subterranean group that behind the scenes is pulling the levers of power. And I can tell you every Jew knows that that's not true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do, out of the 900 hate groups in this country, are the majority of them anti-Semitic, or are there hate groups who are just involved in the reproductive rights issues and their hate is focused outside of religion? Or if a hate group is anti-Semitism a common denominator in hate groups?
Those who are active in one or another social area, like those who actively oppose abortion rights, certainly are not necessarily anti-Semitic. Many Jews feel the same way about abortion. There does seem to be a common denominator among the groups that lump together, the groups that are opposed to ethnic minorities. All of them are opposed to Jews. They can be opposed to this one and that one and the other one, but they're all against Jews. Okay. That's a common denominator among that type of group. But I wouldn't link together every group that has social concerns and for whom there may be people at the extremes who pick up a gun. I wouldn't lump them all as hate groups. My definition of a hate group is someone who is, and the number I'm using when I quote that 900 number, are groups which identify large sections of the American people as the enemy. And we're not talking about groups that are out to change this law or that law. We're talking about groups that are out to demonize one section or another of our population. I know immigrants have come in for that quite a bit recently.
Sure. And you see it changing over history as to which groups are the most hated. A point in time when people from Ireland were the hated minority, or people from Italy. It varies from time to time, whoever the immigrant group is. There's a lot of Hispanic distrust now because they're the big immigrant group at this point. But you say in Kalamazoo you haven't really sensed any change in the anti-Semitism. Clearly Kalamazoo is not immune from all of these global issues. But in general, Kalamazoo is fairly accepting of a diverse population.
The Jewish community has always gotten along very well with the other ethnic communities in the area. And I don't know what's happening in the dark recesses of some individual's mind somewhere in Kalamazoo area.
Right.
I can't say that. And there's no shortage of hate being being available on the internet. People who want to get to these websites can become organized and let their blood boil by reading these things. But on the whole, we have had, I would say, nothing but good relations here in this community. The people of Kalamazoo area seem to be. They realize that we're just another part of the community.